This is True Free Man 317, September 24th of 2014. I have a breaking news story to bring to you, and I have no clue as to why this story is not being ran in the mainstream news. Well, I know why. The heading says, Cops Tips for Not Getting Raped by a Cop. Don't get pulled over. I'll say that again. The heading is Cops Tip for not getting raped by a cop is don't get pulled over. This was posted by the Huffington Post yesterday at approximately 6:02 p.m. It was also updated about 30 minutes ago. In response to the arrest of 3 law enforcement officials in Oklahoma for sexually assaulting women while on the job, an Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper told women they can avoid getting raped by a cop if they simply follow traffic laws. So this Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper needs to be immediately removed because he's trying to justify the officers raping these women based on the fact of some alleged traffic violation and or infraction. So this Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper suggests that if women do not want to get raped by a cop, then don't get pulled over or don't break no laws. So you mean to tell me if they break any laws that it is okay for an officer allegedly of the law to rape a woman based on a simple traffic infraction / violation? Let me continue. Raw Story first pointed out on Tuesday that Captain George Brown, a state trooper, shared a few tips for women in an interview with local NBC News affiliate KJRH. Brown told the KJRH anchor that women can keep their car doors locked and speak through a cracked window if a trooper approaches them. If the trooper asks a woman to get out of her car, Brown says she can ask in a polite way why he wants her to do that. But the best tip that he can give, the anchor said on air of his interview with Brown, is to follow the law in the first place so you don't get pulled over. Again, you're trying to justify or minimize these officers raping these women based on the fact that they allegedly violated some traffic infraction. It does not make sense, and people in Oklahoma should call for the immediate resignation of this highway patrol officer. Okay, there's no reason this guy should stay on the force thinking like that and making a public statement to that fact. I'm glad that he did because it shows his true intentions and who this guy really is deep down inside. Because if you want to claim that it's okay for an officer to rape a woman based on the fact of getting pulled over, you definitely do not need to be a public official. I'm not going to curse you out. I'm just going to stick to the facts. In the past month, a Tulsa County deputy, an OHP trooper, and an Oklahoma City police officer have all been charged with repeatedly. Did you guys just hear that? I had to butt into this clip. These officers have been charged with repeatedly raping these women. That would mean over and over again, multiple times on many different occasions. This is ridiculous. Not only do the women should not stand up for it, nor should the people as a whole stand up for it. And if I was located in the state of Oklahoma, I would tell any of my female family members not to pull over for the police in any location that there are not witnesses around. I would tell them to call, soon as they hit the lights, to call 911 and let the dispatcher know that you are going to pull over at the next well-lit, possibly recorded location and drive at a fair speed, or travel at a fair speed if you are one that travels. Okay? I would not, if I was a woman, pull over on the side of the road randomly for a cop at this point in time if I was in Oklahoma because of this incident. And a woman would be well within her rights But I would highly suggest, if you were going to do what I would do or tell my wife or my female family members to do, call 911 immediately and notify the dispatcher as to exactly what you are doing and why, and let them know about this situation, which they already know. Raping and sexually assaulting women while on the job. These women need to not only file a suit against the state, but they need to go after these officers' bonds. Period. Brown said Oklahoma law enforcement officials are working to retain the public's trust. You cannot retain the public's trust when you publicly come out and say that if women do not want to get raped by a cop, you suggest she don't break any law or get pulled over in the first place. How about these officers not get hired in the first place because they're rapists? And how about these officers not break the law and violate these women as they have been accused of? There are entirely more good officers than there are the few bad apples that exist out there. It's more than a few bad apples. You know that, I know that, everyone else knows that. And we want people to know that Brown told KJRH, we have a lot of good troopers, a lot of good officers out there doing a lot of good things daily, and we want to continue that and have the public continue their trust in us. This is totally ridiculous. I'm going to look for any more updates or other stories, but these dogs are itching to get out, so I'm going to have to end the video there because I know you guys hear this background. But this is totally ridiculous. This video should go viral. I will post a link to this article in the description box below. And this is True Freeman 317 signing out, straight exposing them. And as we always do, we keep it straight 100. Peace.